Hello, Taurus. This is your spiritual bestie, Ciara. I want to start by saying welcome if you're new, welcome back if you're not. This reading is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. General reading, so take what resonates, leave the rest behind for me. But this reading is going to be a general reading for you, Taurus. So I'm going to be doing something a little different on today. I'm actually going to be pulling 3 different angel message cards, and I will tell you when to pause the video. You can decide if you want to take message 1, 2, or 3, or all 3, whatever you feel is more inclined for you, okay? So let's get right into it. All right, for Taurus, my loves. All right, can I have a message for Taurus? General reading for Taurus. What do they need to know? What angel number do they need to be aware of at this time, okay? So first message there for Taurus. Anything else? Okay. And then one more, please, for Taurus. Okay. Wow. Okay. These are your 3 messages at this time, Taurus. I want you can pause the video if you like to pick which one you want. So message 1, 2, and 3. And you can either pause the video now or just take all of the messages or pick later or just decide you just want to listen to the message. Either way it goes, those are your 3 messages, okay? All right, let's get right into it. So if you've already paused the video or have already figured out what you wanted to do, we're going to get right into it, okay? So for the first message for Taurus, we have the number 333. It says support, okay? It says expansion, inspiration, confidence, connection, purpose, mastery. Focus inward now, Taurus. Perfect the skills you have, uncover new talents, and unleash your creativity. Embrace your inner artist. Expressing yourself will enhance your self-esteem and solidify your purpose. Your unique abilities can have a positive impact on your community, Taurus. Oh, I love it. Okay. Now we're going to get into some tarot to clarify that message. Here we go. Just put this right here because that's what we're currently on. We're currently on message 1. So can I have some clarity for the 333 message of support for Taurus? What's coming in with that? Okay. Ooh, Ace of Wands. I love. Okay, and then the High Priestess, also love. That's a beautiful energy to have, actually. Love the High Priestess. Bottom of the deck, you have the Page of Wands. That can be a new energy, a new exciting adventure, right? Something passionate, bold, sexy. Could be getting a message as well regarding some excitement or a new opportunity. Something fiery and passionate for sure, because you got wands here, 2 wands. You got the Ace of Wands and the Page of Wands here. Now, Ace of Wands, I love it. It's one of my favorite cards, actually. Along with the High Priestess, you actually have a beautiful set here. So with that Ace of Wands, it's all about out with the old, in with the new type of energy, right? It is that new beginning. It is that fiery new passion and desire. And with the High Priestess, it's all about your intuition. It can be a bit of a mystery card, but it is a card of intuition, trusting your intuition, and knowing that you have limitless potential. In the original card of the High Priestess, she's sitting on the throne, and then above her, there's no roof, which means she has limitless potential. But I also think that it's like an open barrier between you and spirit. You know what I mean? Like there's no disconnect. You and spirit are connected. There's nothing hindering it. There's no closing it off. It's open. You know what I'm saying? So let's get some clarity for you, Taurus. What's this Ace of Wands for Taurus? Okay. Ooh, 2 of Wands. I like. Why the High Priestess for Taurus? Okay. Ooh, another ace. Ace of Pentacles. Woof. Look at that. 6 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Victory, victory, victory. I love that. And success. 6 of Wands is all about victory, success. You're riding on the high horse. You know what I mean? It is that card of you are the MVP, right? In the card, they just came back from a battle. And the person on the high horse is considered the MVP of that battle. They were able to complete that challenge as the victor of that challenge. You get what I'm saying? And with that, you're being recognized. So one of the things that I do like is that they were saying in the last sentence here, it was saying that your unique abilities can be a positive impact on your community. And the fact that with the Six of Wands, it's not just one person, it's several people around the Six of Wands. The main person, there's several people around them, right? So it's like your community is celebrating you and recognizing you. So it feels like whatever this is definitely an opportunity that's going to require some planning, right? Maybe even some adjustments with that Two of Wands, but it is a card of planning, organization, and discovery. And I feel like you don't mind a little hard work. You don't mind a little discovery, Taurus. So it feels like whatever this is may require you to either move, relocate, possibly with the Two of Wands. It can be deciding to expand in a different direction, right? Learn something new, to move towards something new. But they're saying to, anyway, please ignore that. But they're saying to trust your intuition, because it is going to pay out in the long run, right? With that Ace of Pentacles, that's abundance and prosperity. That is a card of, I like to say also even expansion, right? New financial opportunities. So not only do you have a new passionate opportunity, it's also a very beautiful financial opportunity as well. And they're saying to trust yourself and trust your intuition. Don't be afraid of this. This is yours for the taking. And it feels like it is very much a new opportunity. A very, very new opportunity where you can have what you want. But don't get stuck in the, don't get stuck just in the planning phase. But also don't let yourself get stuck with people who aren't supportive, right? Because this is all about your support and people who really are for you. And the people who aren't for you, they might try to distract you. Do not let them distract you from your goals, okay? All right, Taurus, your second message is 1919. Cycles. Okay. Cool. I'm just making sure everything is still in view. Perfect. Okay, so 1919 is the cycles. It says karma, transformation, balance, influence, power, cycles, change, renewal. It says karma is approaching. Let go of the need to control, as you cannot force things to happen. Embrace the lessons life offers to prevent them from repeating in the future, Taurus. Make room for new experiences and positive transformation in your life. I love it. Yes, make room for more. I feel like sometimes whenever, you know, like, for instance, we decide to leave behind something, we lose a family member or a friendship. Not saying lose like in death, but like you decide that they just, you know, they're toxic or, you know, they're just not suited for you. And let's be real, there are people who have family members who are toxic, okay? I know we hate to say it, but it's true, right? And we have friendships that are toxic or who are not right for us anymore. And it feels like right now they're telling you to evaluate the support and the people around you. Make sure your support system is the right people, okay? Because I feel like they're saying that's going to change. So I feel like the people around you is going to change, Taurus. And you know what I heard? I heard your group might get smaller, but that's okay. Because I'm seeing, like, in my head, I'm seeing you're in the middle, and there's like a group of like 10 people around you. And then when the shift happens, it's only going to be like 3. You get what I mean? So a lot of them are going to be booted out because they're saying that's not it, baby. That's not who you need. That's not the right people. That's not who's for you. And it's like once you start to realize and you start to really analyze the people that are in your life, not saying you have to like treat them poorly. It's just sometimes you have to be aware of where you land, you know what I mean? And what these people, you know, in your life land for you. You know, are you constantly pouring out your cup and not receiving? And I'm not saying you have to receive all the time because, you know, it's a give and take exchange. Sometimes you have it, sometimes they have it, right? But what I'm saying is if you're constantly pouring out your cup constantly and you're not being replenished by this person, this group, this thing, this situation, it's honestly draining you then at that point of your energy. Don't allow that to keep you stuck in a cycle, okay? I've talked long enough. Can I have clarity for this 1919 cycles message, please, for Taurus? Girl, I'll be preaching over here. Look at that. Queen of Cups. Oh, I like that. Queen of Cups is a beautiful energy, actually, for this. And then you also got the Two of Cups. Also very beautiful and interesting. All right, bottom of the deck, you got the Knight of Pentacles, which is that knight that does not move. He's sitting there, he planning, he organizing. Anyway, you got the Knight, you got the Queen of Cups and the Two of Cups. Queen of Cups is someone who has explored their emotions deeply, right? This is not someone who is just tossing around things. They know their emotions inside and out. They know themselves inside and out. And they know their worth as well. You get what I'm saying? With the Two of Cups, though, that is a card of partnership. Can be love, can be platonic, can be business, however you see, you know, however it resonates for you. But it feels like there is this energy of a commitment. And for some of you, this could be a commitment with someone else. Or this could even just be a commitment with you and your higher self, right? Deciding to, you know, really connect to your inner self, your higher self, and your current self, right? Really starting to realize that you want to see, when you look in the mirror, you want to see your higher self. Does that make sense? So you're like thinking, okay, this is what I see right now. Let me get myself in line of my higher self. What does that look like? What does that taste like? How do I get there? What are those steps to get there? But let's clarify. Why the Queen of Cups for the cycles energy? Ooh, King of Pentacles, interesting. Which you already know, King of Pentacles is an earth-based energy. It is a masculine earth sign. Death card in the bottom of the deck, transformation. Some of you might need to actually go through a conversation or have I'm hearing you might have to have a conversation with a masculine earth sign. I also feel like this could just be you. But the thing is, because Queen of Cups is someone who knows their emotions, have explored their emotions, and they nurture themselves, their heart, right? They have a sense of vulnerability. With the King of Pentacles here, it feels like you're almost kind of protecting your heart, but also protecting your wealth. And there is a transformation here. And maybe that's the thing, is the transformation might be happening in your finances, but also in your connections as well. And I'm hearing because you've been grateful, there's a transformation. But I'm also getting that for some of you, this could even be you having to come to terms with something regarding something that may not be working. And you may have to have that type of conversation of, hey, this is not working anymore. And that you might need to realize that it needs to either be ended or transformed in some type of way. Because Queen of Cups is a card like someone who can explain how they feel emotionally. And they're very aware of their emotions. Why the Two of Cups? Let's see. Why the Two of Cups for Taurus? Your reading is kind of interesting. I will say, Two of Pentacles. That is work hard, play hard. That is constant energies, multiple priorities. I'm hearing being dragged this way and that. Trying to balance your life, balance your decisions. Bottom of the deck, though, you do got the Four of Cups, which is a card of like resentment, disconnect, dissatisfaction, right? It's like, I'm just done. I'm over it. And you might be going back and forth over a relationship or a connection with that Two of Cups and the Two of Pentacles. You might be going back and forth on whether or not you want to give something a try. Four of Cups, though, is the answer. You're just so done and over with. You're so tired of it. And I think with that Queen of Cups, you had to, like I said, come to terms with yourself, heal yourself, acknowledge yourself and your feelings in order for you to realize that, baby, you have to be in your King of Pentacles energy. Like, you know what I mean? You can't stay as a small thing. You're bigger, you're mightier than that. You are main character, Taurus. So you might be going back and forth on whether or not you want to accept something, and maybe that's how the cycle is occurring. I'll give you an example. For some of you, you could be in and out of a relationship, right? This person, you with this person, and they cheat on you, and you end things, but you keep going back, and they do it again. And now there's a cycle taking place of you thinking like, well, what do? I care about this person. I love this person. But the thing is, Queen of Cups, you know your worth. You know that you deserve better, and you know you can have it if you want it. So there is that energy of knowing that you have to transform not just yourself, but even the connections within your life at this time. Because not everybody can come with you, sweetheart. Not everybody can come with you. Anyway. All right. Last message. You got a lot of threes, baby. It says 33. Social skills. It says renewal, positivity, confidence, charisma, growth, influence, inspiration. All right, so your last message says, the challenges you're facing today will eventually fade away. Your guardian angels are encouraging you to stay positive as your luck may soon take a turn for the better. Now is the time to harness your magnetic energy and inspiring personality. Just be mindful not to let your ego take control. Ooh, I really like that actually. I think I may have gotten this for you in a previous reading, maybe October reading. I'm not sure, Taurus, but I feel like you had this before. Anyway, let's get some more clarity on this message here with my Marvel Tarot deck. Okay, why this 33 spirit? What is this? 33. What is this? Okay. 9 of Cups. Oh, 9 of Cups I like. Okay, anything else? What else? Okay. 10 of Wands, this overworked, overburdened energy. Okay. So you got the 9 of Cups, 5 of Swords at the bottom. Like I said, 5 of Swords is the energy of winning, but at what cost? Anyway, but you have the 9 of Cups, which I really, really like. And then the 10 of Wands, which I don't like. But there is a blessing within the 10 of Wands. We'll talk about it. So 9 of Cups is all about alignment, right? It is a card of alignment, you know, almost at the 10 of Cups. It's faking it till you make it type of energy. It's being grateful for what you have and knowing that you can have more, right? It is also a card of wish fulfillment as well, which I absolutely love for you. And then to pair it with it, you have the 10 of Wands. Now, the 10 of Wands is overworked, overburdened, exhausted energy. But the reason why there's a blessing in disguise with the 10 of Wands is it's a 10, right? Trouble can't last always. Burdens can't last always. You're not going to always stay down. You get what I mean? And with the 10 of Wands in the original tarot, he has the 10 of Wands. But the thing is, he's like right there by his house. He can't see it because the wands are blocking his vision. But he actually is about to be able to plant those wands to have a harvest and actually reap the benefits of all the hard work that he put in, right? So it does feel like things are paying off at this time. There might be some challenges that you're still facing, but the thing is, they're saying it don't last always. Things are going to shift. You have to stay positive because things are going to shift for you. You're not going to stay in this energy. You're about to get the harvest part. You get what I mean? That's why they're saying to stay in alignment, right? Stay in your positivity. Stay in your truth. Let's get some clarity for you. Why the 9 of Cups for Taurus? 9 of Cups. Okay. Page of Cups. I like. Okay, and then why the 10 of Wands? Oh, 2 of Swords. Okay, let's talk about it. So, about to knock everything over, Lord. Okay, sorry, y'all. I don't know. I'm clumsy, so I be knocking stuff over. Okay, or shifting things around by accident. Okay, all right. So bottom of the deck, you do have the 4 of Pentacles. Open up, okay? You know what I wanted to do? I wanted to slap your hand towards in the sweetest way, I promise. All love, I promise you. Okay, so with that 9 of Cups, Page of Cups, I really, really like that actually as the pairing. Page of Cups, yes, can be a love opportunity, sure. But I like to see the Page of Cups as an interest, right? So it could be you being interested in someone, something, a job, a creative endeavor. It's an exciting energy, right? It's literally deciding to dip your toes into something that is new, that's going to be a bit of a happy surprise for you. So I really, really like it. And I'm hearing that there's a need for you to shift, right? Don't be afraid to shift, right? Of course, stay positive, but don't be afraid to shift or allow new connections to come into your life. Don't have the guard up just because you've been hurt in the past. So with that 10 of Wands, you got the 2 of Swords. So 2 of Swords is a card of having a hard time making a decision. It is that card of, what do I do? This or that thinking, right? It also can be quiet because she's wearing a blindfold. It can be having a quite a bit of a stuck energy, right? Thinking that you can't get out of something or that you have to make a decision one way or the other. But you're not going to stay in that energy. And the thing is, I feel like there is another solution, because Two of Swords is all about third place solutions that you cannot see or you may not have thought of, right? Because you're blindfolded, you're not seeing all the visuals, you're not seeing all the options, because you're stuck in this mindset of I have to pick one of these two. But the thing is, you don't. You actually can have something different or something more. So whatever this is for you, I'm hearing to take the time, breathe, rest, self-care, baby, self-care, but also stay positive, because things are shifting, but in the best ways possible. And I'm hearing don't rush a decision as well. Just because you get a little nervous about your finances or feel a little stressed about how things are happening, they're saying don't rush a decision. Be sure of whatever decisions you're making at this time. All right, Taurus, I do hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, my loves. But other than that, I'll see you in my next reading. Take care, and I love you guys. Bye-bye.